Here's a revised version. Navigating connectors and tokens in Intune. When managing devices in Microsoft Intune, the Connectors and Tokens section plays a crucial role in integrating various services and platforms. To access this, head over to the Tenant Administration section in the Intune portal and select Connectors and Tokens. You'll find a range of options available for different configurations and integrations. Let's explore each option. 1. Windows Enterprise Certificate. For organizations using MSIX packages with a code signing certificate, this is where you upload the certificate to your tenant. Once added, you can view its status, including the all-important expiry date. 2. Microsoft Endpoint Configuration Manager. If you're utilizing co-management with Configuration Manager, this section shows the status of the Intune connector and the date of the last successful sync. 3. Windows 365 Partner Connectors. For environments leveraging Windows 365 in conjunction with Citrix or VMware, this option allows you to add the connector and monitor its status. Note that a Windows 365 license is required to access this screen. 4. Windows Data. There are two key settings here: enabling diagnostic data, which is necessary for services like AutoPatch. Confirming license details. Setting this to yes confirms that you have an enterprise, education, or AVD license, E3, E5, F3, F5, unlocking SKU-specific features like remediations. 5. Apple VPP tokens, essential for managing Apple devices. This is where you add VPP tokens for application purchasing and management. It's also the place to monitor token expiry and renew them. You can quickly sync purchased applications to Intune from here. 6. Managed Google Play. This option displays the status of the Managed Google Play connector and allows you to add a scope tag to newly added applications for role-based assignment. 7. Chrome Enterprise. Use this option to configure and monitor Chrome OS devices synchronized from your Chrome Enterprise domain. 8. Firmware Over-the-Air Update. Currently limited to Zebra devices, this option allows you to configure a connector between Intune and Zebra Lifeguard for firmware updates. Number 9. Microsoft Defender for Endpoint. View the status of your Microsoft Defender for Endpoint MDE connector and configure tenant-wide cross-platform settings. Note that MDE requires appropriate licensing. 10. Mobile Threat Defense. This feature lets you integrate third-party antivirus products and monitor their status. It's also a requirement for Windows MAM, as discussed in Chapter 11. 11. Partner Device Management, JAMF. For those using JAMF to manage macOS devices and seeking to enforce compliance with conditional access, this is where you set up the JAMF Intune connector. 12. Partner Compliance Management. Similar to the JAMF integration, but supporting multiple platforms such as Mobile Iron, VMware, BlackBerry, and cross-platform options, Android, iOS, macOS. 13. TeamViewer Connector. If you utilize TeamViewer for remote support, configuring this connector integrates it with Intune for seamless remote assistance. 14. ServiceNow Connector. Requires a license for remote help or Intune Suite. Once configured, it integrates ServiceNow incident details directly into the Intune user troubleshooting pane. 15. Certificate Connectors. This section is where you add SEP and NDS certificates for device-based authentication. 16. Derived Credentials. Configure certificates here to enable smart card authentication across different platforms. By understanding and configuring these connectors and tokens, you can optimize your Intune environment to manage a wide range of devices and applications effectively. Feel free to use this revised version for your blog.